Morning, good morning, good morning. We're going to talk about some motivation. We're going to talk about some meditation. We're going to talk about some inspiration. There's not one of the three. I don't want it. Look at how we could set goals and overcome challenges and focus through things. I recognize that a lot of times, a lot of us out there are looking at immediate results. We're looking for things that sometimes take patience. They take building. If you can yet but find a way to be patient, if you can yet but find a way to enjoy the process, if you can enjoy the process of being who you are, then your ability to become in the present, to be asking that question, if what I'm doing today is meditation, motivation, or inspiration, it really comes down to what you seek out after. What is it that you're looking for? What is it that you're looking to become? And when you're going through things, when you feel challenges come, it's kind of interesting because when you look back at those challenges, when you look back at those things that you faced off against and you go, wow, I overcame this. Wow, I went through that. But yet if we could be yet in the moment with that, if we could yet spend a moment in that kind of mentality, in that kind of place of focus, that the challenges that we have are meant to help us to become aware, to help us to enjoy the process. And so, how can we start to strengthen our minds, to strengthen our abilities, to strengthen our being? And when we're in that place where we're going through those struggles, can we find a way to enjoy the process? Can we truly find a way to see that we're worth it, to see that when you're focusing, you have the ability to allow the things that aren't meant for you to move out of the way? And so how can we start to do that when the difficulties are in our face, when they're facing off against them, when what we're going through, we're growing through? And so here I am today talking about this. Here we are in this space. Here we are in this time just for a few minutes. Let's get into that place where we start to look at that one achievement or a few achievements which we have achieved, that at the time of achieving it, we didn't realize it was possible. And so once we start focusing, once we start getting onto it, once we start getting to it, sometimes we're not prepared for it yet. The universe has an amazing way of making it to where if you put your ability to it, it will find a way. If you put your mentality, if you put your vibration into a place where you have what it takes, the results will come on their own. And so if we start focusing inwards that we are going to do it, if we start focusing inwards that we are going to become it, if we start focusing inwards to where we have that ability to be who we are and to be in the moment, then the ability to overcome the challenges become positive thought process. They become a positive ability. They become a positive part of who we are. So as we're focusing, as we're becoming that reflection, other people will see that from within you and they will become motivated. You will be known as a motivation for how bad you want the things, the goals, the dreams that you want inside of yourselves. So if you're seeking out it within yourself, the results will become that you're a motivation. I think about putting out these messages. I think about the time that I put into it, the mentality, the ability, the preparation to be able to put a video out or a podcast or one of those things that I do on a daily basis from that place of vibration. So let's go ahead and start talking a little bit about getting inwards. Spending time with yourself is very important. Spending time doing things that you enjoy, finding the people that you enjoy, that you have chosen that are positive forces in your life, that even spending time by yourself is wonderful. Being who you are on the inside, being that person who chooses positive and negative and chooses the ability to see beyond, to see the universal view, to see the things that we go through as a process towards our knowledge within, a process towards our expansion, a process towards our own liberation. Last night I was asked a question: when you do meditation, what are you seeking out to heal those injuries? Are you seeking out to heal? And what I'm seeking out is the energy within. I'm seeking out the place inside. I'm seeking out the ability to be okay within, to actually spend that time to experience those experiences, to overcome those kinds of challenges, to spend a little bit of time doing the things that I enjoy. I hope that you're out there enjoying the things that you're doing in your day. I hope that you're bringing processes towards you, that your knowledge will open up, that your ability will become you, that you're able to be who you are on the inside, and you're able to achieve your goals. Now, you know that if you are, you know that if you're not. So seeking out that part, spending just a little bit of time on yourself, spending a little bit of time in your space, and spending a little bit of time in your mind. You know, we have many different ways to do this. We have many different places to do this. The important thing is spending that time, it's spending that space, it's reading that page, it's listening to that book, it's listening to that speech. It's spending that time listening to that music, or finding that way to be who you are on the inside. Finding that way to utilize your mentality, your ability within who you are, is what I call a place of meditation. See, I enjoy doing breath work. I enjoy getting down with it and having the time to spend in that space, to spend in that place. Ask yourself where that place is. Ask yourself when that time is. And if you're not spending enough time in that place, find a way to. You know, your dreams, your goals, your knowledge within you is important. Last piece I want to talk about today is truly finding a way to use those dreams, those goals in such a way that they create a vibration, that they create a way for you to see through your challenges, to see that your journey is worth it, to become aware, to find a way that this journey has a blessing called you on it. See, you're worth it. See, I don't know who taught you that your breath isn't worth it, but when you want it as bad as you want to breathe, one of my favorite quotes from Eric Thomas is, when you want it as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. That is his quote. We need to seek out that place within ourselves where we become that blessing, where this universe sees us as who we are. It sees us for our challenges. It sees us for our abilities. It sees us for our strengths, and we utilize our strengths to overcome our weaknesses. That if you're not willing to spend that time, if you're not willing to speak when there's few, if you're not willing to put in the hours, the weeks, the months, the years into it, don't be surprised if the results don't come back the way that you seek them to. So find a way to become disciplined. Find a way to uplift yourself, to become centered between your focus and your knowledge, to become the process. So when we utilize our process, when we're uplifting other people along our own process, when we're utilizing this, what they see, my friends, is a place of inspiration, a place of connection, a place that if you could overcome it, they can too. And when we seek that out inside of ourselves, we become it. When we seek that out inside of ourselves, we overcome it. When we seek that out inside of ourselves, we become that reflection that others see as inspiration. So ask yourself this question every day: is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? Because if it's not one of the three, I don't want it. I just want to close and say blessings to you all. As always, namaste.